What's up everyone, it's Ashley and welcome back to my channel. Please take a moment to subscribe if you haven't already. Today we are living like Marilyn Monroe for 24 hours. So as you can see, Marilyn Monroe was a very glamorous, graceful sleeper, so I tried to recreate that. Supposedly Marilyn Monroe didn't wear anything to bed, but we could not do that in this video, so I just wore something comfortable. Also, please check out my hair. We will be taking those rollers out later. Upon waking up, the very first thing that Marilyn Monroe would do would be to head straight to the bathroom and brush her teeth and wash her face. Marilyn said that she liked to wash her face as soon as waking up in the morning because it was like washing away the last little bit of sleep. And I will say, I don't normally wash my face as soon as I wake up in the morning. I normally head right to the coffee maker to make coffee, but this did actually really wake me up a lot, so I think it's something I'm gonna keep doing in the future. After brushing her teeth and washing her face, Marilyn Monroe would then go do her morning workout routine.
We will now do our bust exercises. These exercises are very good at firming and reducing the bust.
But yeah, so she started with doing a set of exercises where she started with the weights down and then up, and then she did the same thing, only starting with the weights up and then heading them down. And then she would hold the weights at a 45-degree angle and move them in circles back and forth. And let me tell you, I definitely felt this in my bust area. Favorite thing about this whole series of exercises though is that Marilyn Monroe didn't have a certain number that she aimed for. She literally just said, oh, I do it until I don't feel like doing it anymore, which is definitely a mood. There's this new kind of diet called the carnivorous diet where people are just super into eating only meat and dairy. People are like, yeah, only meat. And people are claiming that Marilyn Monroe was a carnivorous diet follower. So I guess you guys can let me know what you think about that. But I'm not all that excited for the breakfast, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put on my, I don't know what I'm saying. Okay. I'm not that excited about the breakfast and you'll see why. So for breakfast, Marilyn Monroe would heat up milk, and then once the milk was warm, she would break 2 raw eggs into it, whisk it up, and then drink it while she was getting ready.
Oh, you nasty.
This is the first time I have bought milk in probably 14 years. Let me just say something. Are you a milk drinker? Do you have milk in your refrigerator? Are you unpopular? I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. I'm saying you're in charge of your own body. I'm not the cops. But the next time you're going to pour yourself a nice large glass of milk, just hold it up under your nose for a second. It smells disgusting. Anyway, I honestly thought about using almond milk or soy milk for this, but I want to be as authentic as possible. So let's try this. Let's see. Maybe it'll be like the most delicious thing. Ew, man, I don't know about this. Okay. Can you see this? Oh my god. What's up, Marilyn Monroe? I'm scared to drink it. Okay, so I'm gonna try this.
You know what? No. Well,
It's actually not that bad. Okay, Marilyn Monroe's reasoning for making this kind of a breakfast was because she was always on the go, she was in a hurry, and it was really filling, and she thought it was really nutritious as well. Okay, it's like almost like a smoothie, right? It's like, look, I'm a girl on the go, I'm a star, I'm a celebrity, I don't have a lot of time in the morning, I'm living in a hotel, I've got to do what I can as fast as I can. It just seems like, look, I want my scrambled eggs and I want my milk and I want them now and I gotta go. Oh, that's so gross. Cheers. Okay, so now that I have my delicious breakfast, it's time to start getting ready with my day. I'm definitely gonna take these curlers out. Again, like I said, my hair is definitely not gonna look anything like Marilyn Monroe's because her hair is a lot shorter than mine. But wet setting your hair was how most women in the 40s and 50s styled their hair. Oh my god, I'm gonna look nuts. So I'm gonna take these out first because they're annoying. The only thing is, if you do do this, make sure your hair isn't too wet when you roll them, because if it's too wet, then they won't curl at all. I don't think that Marilyn Monroe slept in curlers, although I'm not really sure. I haven't really seen anyone talk about how she did her hair. She may have had a perm where her hair was always like that, or maybe they did heat styling at the studio. But yeah, I don't think that she slept in curlers, but never know. I feel like whatever happened to Baby Jane, and probably without my makeup I look like that too. If you have never seen Whatever Happened to Baby Jane, please do yourself a favor. It's Betty Davis and Joan Crawford, two iconic queens. These ringlets make me feel like the child version of Betty Davis's character, and also the version of her when she loses her mind. Now don't worry, I know these curls are looking a little bit Little House on the Prairie, but trust me, when you brush them out, they'll look pretty cool. If you're someone like me whose hair doesn't hold onto curls very well, these are a really good solution. All right, I've brushed out my hair a ton, but I'm gonna go ahead and just put it back for now and finish styling it once I do all of my makeup, because I think I'll be inspired on what to do next with it when I have the full look ready. So Marilyn Monroe's makeup routine took a lot longer than I expected. There's definitely a lot of different steps, and it's way more makeup than I normally wear. I am not a makeup expert, so I kind of worried that I looked a little bit like a clown, but I condensed everything down for this video. But next week I will release a video that is just dedicated to her makeup routine. Okay, so I just finished my Marilyn Monroe inspired makeup look. I feel almost like a clown, like I have on so much makeup, and I'm not very good at makeup anyway. See how glistening I am? Filming took forever for my makeup tutorial because it just did. It's actually about time for dinner because I started today kind of late. I don't really have any Marilyn dresses that I could go wear, so I'm just gonna wear what I think a very casual look would be in the 50s. It was hard to style my hair exactly like the 50s. This is really more like a 1940s kind of look just because my hair is long. It's funny because the Marvelous Mrs. Maisel shoots here in New York, and I keep seeing casting notices for extras, and they say if you want to be an extra for the Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, which is like, you know, kind of the era of Marilyn Monroe, 50s, 60s, you have to have hair that is like here. And if your hair is longer than here, you have to be willing to get it cut. Because there's a part of me that's like, oh, I would love to be an extra on there, but I don't want to cut my hair. Anyway, I'm gonna get dressed and then I'm gonna go to dinner. Imagine this, I'm gonna set the scene. Marilyn Monroe, she's in her hotel in Rome. She's just been having a fabulous time relaxing, and she's still with Henry Miller, and all she wants to do is just be a girl who can wear her husband's shirt and just go outside without being bothered by the paparazzi, so she doesn't dress up all the way when she goes to dinner. She just opts for one of Henry Miller's shirts. Okay, so I accidentally misspoke here. Marilyn Monroe was married to Arthur Miller, who is the playwright who wrote The Crucible, and Henry Miller is another author who was popular during the 50s and 60s, whose work was banned in the United States for being obscene. You can tell why it might be a little easy to get these guys confused. Yeah, I think it makes sense. So let's put on our sunglasses, hide from the paparazzi, and let's go get our dinner. Okay, so I am getting ready to go over to the place where I am having dinner, and I just want to say, you know, I had my breakfast, the milk and egg, a long time ago, and I'm still not really hungry. You know, it's about 6:30. I can see how this diet would definitely promote weight loss just because it's so high protein that you stay full all the time. There's people behind me. I never vlog in public. I don't know, we'll see how dinner goes, and I'll see how I feel tomorrow. Hopefully the steak isn't weird. But anyway, yep. So for dinner, Marilyn would typically have steak or some sort of meat, and on the side, Marilyn would typically have 5 raw carrots. This restaurant didn't serve just the side of raw carrots, but they did have crudité, so I got that instead. And oh my gosh, you guys, I haven't had steak in 14 years, and this was amazing. I really hate to admit that, but it was delicious. Okay, bye. Okay, so I just finished dinner. That's the first time I had steak in like 14 years. And I really hate to admit it, but it was really good. According to this article, it said that sometimes that Marilyn would go and get vanilla ice cream with chocolate syrup. There is an ice cream place that's just over here. I don't know, I'm pretty full though, so we'll see how I feel. Okay, so I just got home. I'm super full, and I'm not gonna lie, I did go to see if there was ice cream available, and the store I was gonna go to had a line that was outside, like around the block, because it's such a nice day today. It's really nice, so a lot of people are out. But I did buy some ice cream and hot fudge that maybe I will eat later. Honestly, I'm pretty full, so we shall see. Anyway, I hope you guys all have a really wonderful rest of your night, and if you like this video, please make sure to like it, comment, and subscribe it. Hit the thumbs up button, and let me know down below if there's any other kinds of videos you want me to try, any other kinds of diets, any story time videos you'd like to hear. So yeah, it was really fun, and I will see you next time.